Hey guys, what is up? SleepingKnight77, aka Kyle, and welcome to my trick room. This week we are here for week 7 of the P4G, and today we are facing the Mewtwolouse FC and Professeur FX. Now, we obviously had a week off. We did not play King Bub last week. We were playing him during the bye week. So, this is our week 7 matchup. The match against King Bub will still count as our week 6 matchup. And I do apologize for this video being late. I did get my battle video a little bit later than normal, and after work yesterday I was completely tired, and I was like, I don't want to leave bed rather than, and I don't want to leave bed, I'd rather just lay here and not record. So I do apologize for that. I wasn't feeling that well. Unfortunately, this hopefully will be the only one that is up late, but we do have it now. It is Professor FX and the Mewtwolouse FC, and as you can see on screen, we are bringing Arcanine, Necrozma, Mega Heracross, Tapu Fini, Xurkitree, and Alolan Muck, as he is bringing Jirachi, Mega Garchomp, Gligar, Milotic, Mimikyu, and the Rotom Heat. Now, we didn't have a team builder this week, as there was kind of a little bit of a spoiler in my team building, so I didn't really want to spoil the match in that case, because I have been recording my team builders after the matches, just because it's easier for me that way, rather than record it before and then have the match, and any mistakes that I find I'm not able to fix. So Arcanine is special this week, special Will-O-Wisp with Hidden Power Ice and Flamethrower, as well as Morning Sun. Necrozma is a setup set with Z-Move, with Rock Z-Move, Rockinium Z I think it's called, with Power Gem. Got Dark Pulse and Psychic. Mega Heracross is sub, Close Combat, Bullet Seed, I might be Bullet Seed, and Close Combat, I forget exactly what it is. Tapu Fini is Calm Mind Defensive with Surf and Moonblast, and Xurkitree is Choice Scarf with Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Energy Ball. And then Alolan Muck is a Curse set, so it's Curse, Brick Break, for Weavile, which obviously you don't see on the screen, so already a wasted move right there. And then we have Knockoff and Poison Jab. But without any further ado, we are just going to hop right into the battle. And as you can see, FX is issuing a challenge, and he leads off right away. I lead off with my Arcanine, and he leads off with Karugu, which is his Jirachi. Now, I kind of am from the back foot here already, just because I go for Will-O-Wisp here, and he sends in his Rotom Heat, which was a very good prediction on his part, and now he has momentum, and it's kind of a all downhill from here type of thing. As I switch out the Paramore, I send in Little Yachty. He's just going to Volt Switch out, and he's going to send in Mega Garchomp. Now, I kind of have to play around this thing a little bit, because I don't really have anything that wants to switch into it, but I do have kind of a, the only thing I really want to switch into it is Tapu Fini, and he knows that, so I do send in my Tapu Fini here, and gets the Misty Surge up. And he's going to Mega Evolve and just fire off an Earthquake, as it does, because I had a Alolan Muck out there, and it's still going to do a decent chunk to my Tapu Fini, which doesn't have really reliable recovery other than the leftovers that it is holding. So again, I'm kind of on the back foot here. I know he's not going to stay in, because he can't two-shot me, so I'm just going to go for a Calm Mind here. See what he wants to do, see what he wants to send in. And he's going to withdraw, and he's going to send in Jirachi. And you're going to see that I use the Calm Mind. And again, I am max defense. I'm very little special defense. My special defense was going to come from the Calm Mines that I was going to get, and I do get a little bit of Leftovers recovery back, and then he's going to fire off the electric attack, because people like to run that against me because I don't have a electric immunity. So yeah, it's kind of a good move on their part to run that, but it is incredibly annoying because I do want to use Tapu Fini, but I do live on 3, and I'm just gonna surf. See how much it wants to do. That was kind of the play anyway. I didn't really know what he had for me. It does a good chunk to it. A little bit more than half. I mean, a little bit less than half. But I want to save this thing just in case I need a sack. So I'm going to send in my little Yachty again, and he's going to Stealth Rock, which is completely fine. I don't mind rocks too much, but they are a little bit annoying. And he's going to send in his Mega Garchomp here, and I'm just going to knock off for damage. And this is I said it was kind of all downhill from here. This is kind of where the turning point of the match is, right here, because you can see I'm playing very defensively. I'm playing reacting to FX's moves as opposed to predicting what he's going to do. And he's going to set up a sub here, and I have to sack Tapu Fini, and he sets up that. And then I send in Mega Heracross, because I'm like, this thing really can't touch me, you know, it's got Poison Jab, a rock move which isn't going to hurt me too much. I'll be able to live it, and hopefully I'll be able to fire off and break its sub. But yeah, it's got Aerial Ace, so you know, yeah, that one-shots me after Stealth Rocks, because I'm a very offensive build as opposed to a defensive build. Again, I wasn't predicting Aerial Ace, so that just puts me even more on a back foot. So I have to send in my Arcanine here and fire off a Hidden Power Ice, so that way I can break this gosh darn sub, and he's gonna EQ and kill me again, which is painstaking because Arcanine was kind of a big check to most of his mons. So again, I know it wasn't going to intimidate because it was behind a sub. I know that's how substitutes work, but you know, I had to break the sub at some point. So he's gonna fire off an Earthquake here. I know I can live 1, and not very well, but I know I can live 1, and I am able to fire off a Rock Polish here, and I'm hoping that he stays in, and he does, and Psychic does kill the Mega Garchomp, so this thing is finally out of my face. And he sent out Parasite next, which is his Rotom Heat, which I thought was a weird play because he has a Mimikyu, but I'm able to do what I want to do with my Z-Rock move and kill the Rotom, which was why I had the Rock move. I did have it for Weavile as well, but I figured Weavile could either knock off or, you know, Ice Shard. That combination of things, it was going to be faster than me, so I wasn't going to be able to set up on it. I had to be already set up. But the Z-Rock move, Z-Power Gem, does kill the Rotom Heat, and now he is going to send in his Mimikyu and Shadow Sneak me to death, which is a little unfortunate. I thought that maybe I was going to be able to live a Shadow Sneak, but turns out I can't. I wanted to break this thing's disguise, but I get to send in little Yachty here. But I again don't have Pursuit, so I have Brick Break for the Weavile, so it's kind of a wasted move slot, and Pursuit probably would have been the better play, but unfortunately I was really worried about Weavile, and again he didn't end up coming, so I do just knock off here, and he's gonna Scald here and do about 25%. I'm gonna Poison Jab, and again, I don't have Shadow Sneak either because I'm a curse set, so I don't get the poison. He doesn't get the burn. And he's gonna leave me at a little bit less than half. I'm gonna fire off a curse, and at this point he thinks maybe that I have Shadow Sneak or something, but obviously I don't. So he hazes. He wants to be able to kill me with the Earthquake from Gligar, which is completely fine. I'm gonna fire off a Poison Jab and kill the Milotic. So we're at 3-0. You know, we're at 3-2 at this point, but I'm still at the very defensive because I've got a Muck and a Xurkitree, two things that are very weak to Gligar. So he Earthquakes, it does take me out. And now it's down to Xurkitree, which has to go for Hidden Power Ice at this point. It has to. I am Choice Xurkitree. I'm not able to fire off a Z move this week, obviously, but Hidden Power Ice does one-shot this Gligar, and I do get to +1. But what you're gonna see here is that he's gonna send in Mimikyu, and he's gonna be faster than me, which was a miscalculation on my part because when I was prepping, I prepped Xurkitree completely after Necrozma, and thought that Choice Scarf gave me ×2 speed as opposed to ×1.5. So you can see this Xurkitree that is Choice Scarfed. Again, it has to go for Hidden Power, not being able to outspeed the Mimikyu in front of it. So, you know, all in all, I mean, it didn't really affect the outcome of the match, but it was kind of an unfortunate. It was kind of an unfortunate event on my part there. So I do take the 2-0 loss to Professor FX, which, all in all, completely honestly, it wasn't that close. It was I've been saying this all week to people who know me, it was the biggest 2-0 beatdown I've ever been a part of. He outplayed me, outprepped me, and I just kind of rolled over and let him do as he pleased to me, especially after that sub on Mega Garchomp and killing Mega Heracross basically freely. So, unfortunately, we do fall to 4-2, and we do have LynxForte next week, who is very good in his own right. I know that he did lose last week, but again, I don't underestimate Lynx by any stretch of the imagination. He was 4-1, he got there on very good merit, so I'm going to have to prep harder and remember my calcs. So yes, I'm a bonehead, but FX completely outplayed me, so very good game to Professor FX. Please go check him out. He is, I do have to clarify this, he is a French coach, so all of his videos are in French, but he is a very cool guy. I do respect him very much. He is a very good battler, and I do encourage you to go check him out. But unfortunately, your Montreal 2 Canadians again do fall to 4-2. But we hopefully will pull out a win next week. Again, all links will be in the description down below for all the coaches, and especially Professor FX's. So, until next time guys, I am SleepingNet77, and I am going to go to sleep. I can't even do my own outro right, I apologize. I'm SleepingNet77, and I am going to go to sleep. Good night.